Hi there. I'm with Mateo Pena. He's an avid college basketball fan. Mateo, how are you doing today?
I'm doing sensational, thank you. How are you, Max?
I'm doing great. As you know, March Madness is just around the corner. I just wanted to get your take. First of all, who do you think is going to bring home the national championship?
I've watched a lot of college basketball this year. I've watched a lot of different teams. I think in the tournament, it's all about experience. It's all about your guard play. So I got Texas Longhorns bringing home the national championship.
Texas Longhorns. It's a not very favorable pick considering how they've been playing recently. However, they have gotten a dub against who was it? Oklahoma last night, correct?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
And you do talk about their guard play. Matt Coleman's been sensational this year. It's his senior year. It kind of took him a long time to really form into what you want him to be. Do you really think he can bring it home for you guys?
You know what? I would put my whole entire life and trust into Matt Coleman. But even if he's having a little bit of an off game, we have Courtney Ramey, we have Andrew Jones to back him up and have his back. So even if Matt Coleman doesn't get the job done, we have a couple other guys to step up.
Awesome. Mateo, just a quick question to end things off. If Texas does not win, are you concerned at all about Baylor, who's from the same conference, has given you guys a run for your money this year?
Yeah, I do think Baylor has a shot to win the national championship. Definitely, they're a good team. But anything can happen in March. A lot of the big boys can go down. So I'm just gonna let it play out the way it does.
Awesome. All right, Teo. Right before you go, who's your Cinderella team this year?
Cinderella team this year is probably Winthrop.
Winthrop. That's a good pick. It's a very
Winthrop,
good pick. I could see that happening. All right, Mateo. Thank you so much for your time.
sensational. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. Hi there, everyone. I'm with James Dotis, also a huge college basketball, college sports fan. James Dotis, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Glad to be here.
Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. As you know, March Madness right around the corner. Who do you have bringing home that national championship,
Florida State, easy.
and why is that?
I mean, we're just a great defensive team. We're a deep team off the bench. We got more than 10 players who can put the ball in the basket for us, and I think we're going to run the tables.
All right, that's a very bold take. James, I know you go to Florida State. Is there a little bias in that pick?
There is a little bias since, I am a big fan of Florida State team, but also, I actually think we're one of the best teams in the nation, and I actually think we can win this tournament. So,
You know,
no bias, though.
Mateo Pena happened to say Texas. I think Florida State has a much better chance than they do. Florida State is one of the best defensive teams in the country. As you said, they really do play all 10 guys, 12 guys on their roster, a good amount of minutes. One of those guys is Scotty Barnes, a breakout five-star freshman who is probably going to leave and go to the NBA. Do you think he's going to make a huge run in this tournament? How do you think he's going to impact how far they go?
I mean, he's not really like a type of player who would like just drop 20 a game for us. He's more of a, just a really good defensive player who can pass the ball. And I feel like just his presence on the court just makes us a lot more dangerous. So I think if he just plays well, we can actually make a very, very deep run. So
You guys are currently on the 2 or 3 seed line, so it's definitely possible. Definitely not going to rule anything out. However, what are you concerned about in this tournament for Florida State? What could go wrong that would kind of inhibit you guys from really making that run you think you can go on?
I mean, I'm not concerned about our defense because I know we'll always play good defense. I'm just more concerned about our offense. We tend to have just bad games where we just can't shoot at all or just can't hit free throws. So if we play like that, then there's just no shot we can win this tournament.
Awesome. All right, James. Just a quick question before you go: who's your Cinderella team going to be in your bracket this year?
My Cinderella team, that's a great question. Um, I got to go with Oklahoma State, honestly. I just think just with Kate Cunningham, like just because him specifically, like I feel like they can just make a run.
Awesome. All right, James. Thanks for being here. We appreciate your time.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
I would put my whole entire life and trust into Matt Coleman. But even if he's having a little bit of an off game, we have Courtney Ramey, we have Andrew Jones to back him up and have his back. So even if Matt Coleman doesn't get the job done, we have a couple other guys to step up.
I mean, he's not really like a type of player who would like just drop 20 a game for us. He's more of a, just a really good defensive player who can pass the ball. And I feel like just his presence on the court just makes us a lot more dangerous. So I think if he just plays well, we can actually make a very, very deep run. So